Welcome back. New at 6, high-tech tools that help you and me help the police fight crime. But do these popular apps really work? We found a local investigator who put those apps through the paces so you don't waste your money. Getting the cuffs on a suspect is usually the byproduct of hard work and good luck. And that luck sometimes comes in the form of a phone call from a citizen, Crime Stoppers being a shining example of that. But in this age of smartphones and tablets, tips are now evolving into texts, emails, and apps. This is Offender Locator, an iPhone app. It blends GPS and Google Maps to tell you which offenders live nearby and shows you a sketch. In the past 2 years alone, it's been downloaded 1 million times. Crime Reports is another popular app. This free app allows you to access sex offender data and real-time crime reports from 700 police agencies. The pop-ups show you the crimes street by street. There's also I Spot a Crime. You can take pictures, type in details, even add voice commentary before you email it to the nearest police station. In each case, you have fingertip access to potentially useful tools.
The GPS units work really well if you've tested them. If you can get an accurate location, like if you're an out-of-towner, if you're traveling, those things could be really handy.
Harold Jones is a private investigator and owner of Tech Evidence. He makes a living in part fighting computer crime. And while he sees the usefulness in some apps, he urges you to do more than just download them.
It's going to depend on the application, and a lot of it's user-ability, how comfortable somebody is with an application. If you download something quickly, play with it quickly, and then need it in an urgent situation, it's not always going to turn out the way you want it to.
Beyond that concern, Jones warns that apps aren't always up to date.
And the other thing you want to do is make sure that information's current. If an offender moves into house A and moves out 2 months later, and a perfectly average Joe moves in, you don't want to be pecking at the wrong guy because he stood out in his yard for too long.
And Jones makes one other point. While apps can be a rapid crime alert device, that information doesn't always reach its destination quickly.
You don't ever want to forget, most police departments, particularly at night, they're out on the street. Nobody's sitting in there going, let's see if there's any emails tonight. And if you're watching someone break into a car, break into a house, that email may not get read for 2 days.
And Jones says there's one more thing to consider about crime-fighting apps. You sometimes get what you pay for.
Does that mean nothing good is free? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if they put something on to tell you the time and weather every 10 minutes, it's probably going to load spyware on your machine and cause you more grief than it's going to bring you good results. So I would say it's the same caveat. Use care with what you use, and if you're going to count on it for life or death, it may be worth investing some pennies in.
Now, Jones says that social networking sites like Facebook are very effective tools for police who use them for things like Amber Alerts. If you do plan to download apps, try to get them directly from the agency that created them, like the FBI, so you don't get a virus or malware. And remember, you can always just go old school and pick up the phone and call the cops.